You've got questions? We've got answers. Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, answering the questions that new leaders ask us. Actually, it's our goal to help all leaders become more successful, productive, and confident. And right here today, I'm answering a question. Here's the question. When should we train new leaders? It's a great question. Are you ready? Well, let's go. That's a really good question because the question implies some ideas are already coming through. The question again is, when should we train new supervisors and leaders? It means that you're already thinking that you need to, that the job is important, that people need support and training, and the only question you're really asking is not should we, but when should we? And so I love the question, and it's an important question that we've been asked a lot, and we've helped a lot of organizations think through. Here are some things for you to consider. First of all, the sooner the better. The sooner you can give people some training in this area, the better off they will be, the more their confidence will grow, the more they'll have a sense of what they could do, because really when they come in, if they don't have anything else, they're only operating from what they've seen other people do, whether that was good or bad, and sometimes they'll repeat what was bad just because they don't have anything else to go on, right? Second, a little time brings context. So while I can start by saying the sooner the better, it doesn't necessarily mean we should put people in training before they actually start the role. Because if we have at least a week, 2, 3, 4 weeks in the role, we have some clue about what is going to be expected of us, some clue of the kinds of situations that are going to occur, we'll be better positioned to take advantage of that training, right? So a little time brings context. But too long and habits form. So it all comes back to the sooner the better. But think about it this way. The longer people are in the role, the more they'll have habits around how they're doing it. And if those habits are less than optimum or even not so good, it now becomes harder for them to change because I've started to get into a routine. This is how I do it. And even if I now understand and have a better way, the habit will make it harder for me to make the change. So again, sooner the better. After they've started, probably. But don't wait too long because habits will start to form. Now, if you're coming to this, watching me from a big organization that has an existing training process, you're saying, when should we plug people in? You're in pretty good shape. And maybe this gives you some guidance about when to put people in, and that's awesome. You've got a regular set of new supervisors. You've got some existing training. Just get people in as soon as you can once they've started the job. However, if you're here on your own or you're in a much smaller organization, you don't have an existing training process, you need to be thinking about how can we get people some support sooner. There are lots of ways to go at that. I'll talk more about that in a second. But even if you have an existing process to give some training to your new supervisors and frontline leaders, earlier you may want to give them some help. Give them some help that might get them going. Some checklists, some tools, anything like that. And one of the best things of help that you can give them is include coaching. Make sure that people have the chance to have someone they can go to get some help, some guidance, and some development. The good news is all of your new supervisors have a boss. And that boss, that leader, that coach ought to be spending some time, and hopefully they will be spending some time, helping those new leaders grow. Even in the absence of, or until the training comes, having a supervisor or coach or a mentor that can help that person will make a huge difference in their development and to keep them from developing bad habits. Here's the thing. Being a new leader is one of the most difficult transitions you can make in your career. And so you're asking the right question to say we need to get some help for them, and the sooner, the better. If you don't know how to handle this in your organization and you want some help, you can reach out to us, info@budtoboss.com. But if you have a question that you'd like me to answer on a future episode, you can send it also to info@budtoboss.com or click the link on this page. Send it to us and we'll talk about it in a future episode. Again, this is hard and this is important. I'm excited that you've asked the question and watched this video. Hope you'll take some action on it. Let me close with today's tweet. Being a new supervisor may be the biggest transition of a career. Make sure you are supporting their growth. Listen, I hope this was helpful, and we've got lots more resources available to you for your organization or for you as an individual new leader or supervisor at budtoboss.com. Lots of free resources there. I hope you'll take advantage of those. But if you'd like to be reminded of when new episodes like this come out and get some other ongoing resources from us, sign up, would you? All the information to do that is right here. Hope you'll do that. And if you do, you won't miss the next time I'm back with another answer to a frequently asked question.